Hi, I'm Ted Millage, here to talk to you about Sociocracy. And as I said in my last vlog, I started making a video about Sociocracy in 2007. I recorded interviews in Vermont, Washington, D.C., and the Netherlands, and also at a company right here in Charlottesville, Virginia called Charlottesville Medical Research, where they call DG DSG for Dynamic Self-Governance. It's a nice name, and I like being able to sprinkle it on my stir-fry. One theme that I didn't anticipate kept presenting itself. Sociocracy changes the people who use it. Isn't that incredible? You don't have to change to start treating people equally, but treating people equally will change you. But let's start with Peter van de Mesche, a consultant at the Sociocracy Center in the Netherlands.
It encourages people to grow as a person, as a human being.
I personally think I've grown as an individual, as a dad, as a husband, because of DSG.
The method in DSG of being sure everyone is heard does force people who possibly might not speak up to do so.
You can come out of this with a deeper understanding of even yourself and being able to speak up and raise your concerns. And for some people that can be liberating because they're speaking up and saying these concerns for the first time in their lives.
And it takes a while for people to even get used to that. We have employees that have never really been asked how they felt about something or a policy that was going to be set, but they actually help create the policy and it can't be implemented without their consent. And that is scary for some people, and it takes supporting them and helping them learn how to work with the tool and work in the circle environment.
When you do that, you are putting yourself out there. You're making yourself more vulnerable. You are more accountable then. You're accountable for the decision that's being made together in that group just as much as anybody. So when the decision is made, you are part of that decision.
It's a shift of perspective. And this shift of perspective, there you encounter the most of the problems. Because it's not in our culture. It's not in our conditioning. We're not used to it.
I think everybody really wants to be heard in life.
So it is about creating ultimately an environment where people trust that they can speak up and they won't be punished. And I do believe it takes time for that to happen.
So this process to let it in and really grasp the meaning of what it means to be equivalent with others. It's also an internal development process and which takes time. And which for us is a challenge, us here as consultants and trainers, how we can facilitate this process. And that's the biggest question I think that is on the table for, with us for a long time.
Seeing people develop skills and where they become more comfortable with what they would have previously seen as conflict. And it's really not conflict, it's just putting yourself out there, but you're putting yourself out there for the whole of the company. This last General Circle meeting we had just this week, I was, usually I'm the only one putting forth agenda items, bringing things like that up. This last one I only had one agenda item. I think there were 8 items on the agenda. I only contributed to 1. So the rest of the staff brought items that they wanted to discuss. And they were policy items. They weren't operational. So now they get it.
It's powerful. People feel different. It's so much more than a way to run a business. It really gets down to a very deep level of empowering people, to helping them become free in their lives, to be able to make choices and create a reality that they choose that feels right to them inside. It's really quite magical.
This transformation that people go through can be roughly outlined like this. Your circle has to make a decision that may be higher stakes than you're used to making decisions about, or maybe not. But anyway, you listen to other people's opinions and also research the issues. You declare your decision in a meeting, perhaps changing your opinion as new information comes to light. Then others in your circle do the same, and over time the group builds trust. As Paul said, it feels different. It feels different because it is different from the way we function with other people most of the time. I hope you feel different now, and I hope you'll come back and see my next vlog when we both will be different people. And that next vlog will be about self-ownership.